3 months of work and 25 United States dollars investment to get over $300 in profit. Now that doesn't sound like a video you would like to watch, right? So how about this? The timetable of this video is how much money you should invest in your online businesses, my first maze generator story, how can you make income by using codes from GitHub, my discovery on internet, and new mazes I'm preparing for you for Q4. I'm still not piquing your interest, right? Then how about this? I'm running a giveaway in this video. Take a chance of winning a puzzle generator, maze generator, and mega pack that are priced 50 to even 3,000 pounds. In order to win it, all you have to do is watch this entire video without skipping, and instructions to participate in the giveaway will appear on the screen. Now, Megapack is a tool that can generate log content logbook templates ready for you to edit and upgrade. Maze generator generates mazes. Puzzle generator at the moment generates over 25 different puzzles. Let's say you win them. Let's say you buy them. What's next? Are activity books dead end, oversaturated? Is there hope? Somebody sent me in DM last week that he started uploading sudoku books when Luke published his sudoku generator last month, and today he is selling a couple of copies a day of his sudoku books. How is that possible? Is it true? And why would he lie? I don't know, but that is what he is claiming. So this person is claiming that he published sudoku books last month, and today he's making a couple of sales every day, and that is a very good result. That is amazing result. So let's see what is happening on Amazon today in puzzle area. So the first keyword I'm researching is puzzle books brain games. And if I look at the result, I see a lot of word searches, and I see autumn is kicking in with the word searches. And also I'm noticing something interesting. For example, this book here looks okay, but the pen name is something that intrigued me. So I wanted to find out what is happening behind this pen name. And then I discovered something interesting. And this is actually a genius move. So let's search the portion of the title of this book. Now what this person is doing, and I'm not a fan of the random letters for pen name, and I believe this is against Amazon guidelines, but as we can see, Amazon is approving this. So if the Amazon approves it, well, it should be still a problem, but obviously it's maybe going to become a problem in the future, but it's not a problem to Amazon today. But what this person is doing, at least I believe, because that is what I'm seeing here, is he or she is testing covers, because every single cover has something different, something unique. For example, font or the layout. And if this was me, I would actually look at this to see what stands out, which one of these covers. So at the moment, none of these covers is working for me. So if I was buying this book, puzzle book, I would not pick any of these covers. This one stands out, and I believe you can see why, because of these two big letters. This one is the one that stands out. This one is too crowded, and everything else is similar, so that means everything else. Here I don't like the fonts. Not that I do not like the fonts themselves. What I don't like is that you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you have 8. You have 8 fonts on the same page, and usually the maximum is 3. The normal is 2 fonts, 1 for the text and 1 to emphasize something. But once you start using 30 billions of fonts on the same page, and that can go wrong very fast. This one looks also very good. This one looks nice. Let's see what's next we have. Okay, nothing. This one is interesting, but with a different font. Let's see what else. So this is a research. Ooh, I love this one. Let's see this one. This one has a great font. So to me, this is a great font, great, and everything is the same font. So the fonts are matching to one another. The layout is great. So this cover looks the best out of them all. Let's see the interior. Now I already checked the interior of one book and I noticed something interesting. Let's see, did he actually use? Yes, he used the same, and he has the same error. So that means he used a template to make his book. So his interiors are different. So the puzzles, I hope all the puzzles are different, but the template he created where he's going to upload the puzzles is the same, and it has grammar, as you can see, grammar errors. So it's not table of contest, but table of contest. Also, the copyright is in 1, 2, 3, 4 different fonts. There is absolutely no need for this. So copyright and then copyright, there is absolutely no need of this. You can only have you need to have just one copyright, and the 2 should not be capitalized. A commercial use not allow. This should be allowed, so there should be a dot. And if you are not proficient in English, I believe the free version of Grammarly will pick this error up. So if you use the free version of Grammarly, it will fix this up. It will give you how to correct this. So there is no excuse if you don't know English that you are publishing something like this with these mistakes. You see, you have a dot here, and then the letter is not capitalized. So stuff like that, I believe it's not the rather. What's rather? The reader. It should be reader. It's not rather. So there are a lot of grammatical errors here that should be fixed, and they are very easy to fix. And another problem is, as you can see here, interior is in color. If your book is not printed in color, and I believe there is no need because everything so you have this and everything else is in black and white. So there is no need to print this book in color when you only have 2 elements that are in color. You have this one, and everything else is in black and white. And that's another problem. If this book is actually printed in black and white and the person have seen the interior online, they will expect this to be in color, but it's not going to be in color inside the printed version of this book. So this is an interesting concept. At least I believe that was his or her concept, to upload maybe 100, 200 or even more puzzle books with a different cover to see which one is going to be attractive to people. So you don't have to stick with one cover. You can also make a mixture of covers and to see which one is going to work. But also keep in mind when you are doing mixture that at least the versions that you are creating are following some design rules, design concepts. So he said that he's making sales with sudoku. So let's say sudoku books for adults. Now if I look for sudoku books for results, I'm getting the standard sudoku covers. But what I noticed is that some people are trying to win it by using these kinds of cover. You see, there's a lemonade, there's a sudoku, and that's it. And then here we have, what was it here? So we have nothing here, what this blurred Christmas lights or neon lights. And then you have lazy. It says jazzy, but I say lazy because of the cover. It is a lazy cover. But then you look at the sales and you see the reviews, and then you see, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make my cover like this, as simple as this, and I'm going to have sales. And you need to dig deeper when you see something like this. This cover, if this cover was done by independent publisher, it will not get any sales, absolutely any sales. The only reason why this book is selling with this nothing of a cover, this is not even a cover, this is just image and then text on it. So this is USA Today. So they have a huge followers. So they are not, it's not like they need advertisement or anything in order to get people to buy this book. People are going to buy this book because they're going to come on their page to search for this book, and they don't care about the cover. They are looking for the book published by USA Today. So don't be misguided by this cover and try to making it, or just when I was saying things aloud, I actually thought, what if you want to pretend you are USA Today, so people, when they are scrolling, that's a scammy option, but that's also an option. Maybe that's their goal. They believe that people will think the cover looks similar enough to USA Today, so maybe that's a USA Today book. Yeah, maybe that's more likely the reason. Why would somebody publish a cover similar to this one with just an average photo in the background and just text puzzle book? And then we have mazes. So we have maze generator that can produce thousands and billions of mazes. Will you get any sales if you just upload those mazes directly from the maze generator? So let's see, do I have an interior here? So this is a maze book published recently. It says for adults and teens, for stress and relief. And once again, we have an issue. This is in color. Let's see, the page count. The page count is almost 200 pages and price is $7. So there is no way this is printed in color. So once again, we have interior uploaded to Amazon in color when it's going to be printed in grayscale. And also, I'm not sure what maze generator this is, but this is not going to be, this is not going to print very good. The purple shade, when it's printed in black and white, is not going to come out very good. If you are using this maze generator, whoever it is, you need to increase the thickness of the lines at least by 3-4 times in order for this to look good in print. Okay, what else do we have? Okay, we have this one. We already checked this one. And for every puzzle that you want to do, just type that name, Kalkudoku book for adults, and then see what is happening, what is selling, is there any sales, and what is attractive to you, what is attractive to people. And when I'm saying attractive, look for composition. Don't make a direct copy of the same cover. Let's see what else. So Hitori is one of the puzzles. Kakurasu is one of the puzzles. And then we have this one. Oh my. What will people in jail do when they have nothing to do and where they're not trying to survive? Of course, they're going to do some puzzles. So this, I have no idea. I had no idea this is a niche, but it is a niche. So activity book for inmates. Great time killing. So when you have nothing to do and you are not killing anyone, you can kill your time. Oh my God, I'm sorry. A great time killing. Yeah, that's a great book for inmates. Great time. Great. And it's on the oh my God, it's on the cover. It's on the cover. I didn't see it. It's on the cover. Great time killing book. Imagine being in prison and okay. I actually did lectures for people in prison, and you need to be very careful with your wording so you don't trigger them. I'm not saying that inmates are crazy or something like that, and I'm not saying that they should be killed or something, or they need to be respected. Not everybody is a murderer or something like that. And some people are actually murderers, but it was in self-defense. And I'm not trying to justify them. I'm just saying that there's a reason why they are there, and the purpose of the prison is not to just keep them in jail. It's to what's the word? I don't know. I'm going to butcher this word. It's to rehabilitate. I have to Google how to pronounce it. English is not my native language, so sorry. I don't. Sometimes if I don't talk for a longer period of time in English, I forgot some of the big words. So to rehabilitate, I hope that's the correct pronunciation. So they are there to Okay, I have to check this. Okay, let's Google this. Google, help me. Google Translate. Come on. Deny all. Rehabilitate. And let's see what the lady is going to say.
Rehabilitate.
Oh, I was right.
Rehabilitate.
Yeah. Okay. All that years of education in English was not wasted. So rehabilitate, and we are the books for inmates. Also, okay, where was I? I lost my train of thoughts. So when you are there, you need to treat them with respect. It doesn't matter why they are there, if you are there to teach them, or if you are there to treat them, or if you are there to be with them, they need to be treated with a certain level of respect, because they are in prison. So that ship has sailed for them, unless they are trying to get away or break out. So having a book that is telling them how to kill, even if it's a time killing, it's not a good selection. I believe people who are buying this are actually buying this as a joke, maybe, because that's the only thing that makes sense. I don't think that people actually are buying this for people in prison. But let's see what do we have here. I believe I have it in the search results. Yeah, this one. So if you're going to make, if like I just opened a whole new world to you, whole new universe to you, like, oh, I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning and I'm going to make books for people in United States prisons, this is a smart move, and I believe this person has sales. Yes, it's 4,000. So it has sales. I don't know how much, but it does have sales, and I believe the reason it has sales because this makes more sense. There is nothing on the cover indicating this is a book for a person in prison, and the reason why this pass is if you are just starting in KDP and you don't understand how is this possible, because according to the rules you need to have the title of your book on your cover, but the rules are not stating only the front cover. You can also have the title on the spine, so here on the side of the book, and this person probably, or for sure 100%, put the title. So this is the title, everything else is subtitle. So this is the title, and this is actually on the spine, so it doesn't look like a book for a person in prison, and it's not like reminding them constantly, oh, I'm in prison and this is my book because I'm in prison. And if you check the interior, and I love the font, so obviously this is by somebody who knows what they are doing. The font is nice. This is interesting. Not a fan, but it's interesting. And then you have a calendar. This is also a good thing, so they can maybe mark when they are going to get out. So this is also good thing. And you have like 27, so hopefully they will get out by 2027. And then my goals. This is okay, I'm going to skip. I'm not going to comment on that one. And then she included, or he or she, I don't know, included something to increase your happiness, and what are you grateful for, or how to stay positive, how to meditate. So that's also but did I just give me a moment. 1, 2. Okay, I thought that she changed because of the shading, that the font has changed, but the font is the same. And also the lines, when you are making text book, so book with text, you need to make sure that the lines are separated enough so people can read visually from left to right. So the line separation is also important. I know you say, Marina, I just want to make a simple book, I just want to get it over with, but you need to think about these things. Even if your book is just text and you don't see any value in that text, you need to format it properly. So even the separation here is important. The separation between the letters and the words is also important when you are reading, because the sentence needs to be readable, not just written and printed on a paper. It needs to be readable. It needs to flow. And that's it. That's this book. And I believe this one is much better than the one that is telling you how to kill. Oh, but time. But kill. Kill something. Great time killing. And then I can already see somebody scratching this and this. So the first and the last word gets scratched, and then you are left with these two. Okay. Okay, let's finish with this subject. And the first subject was how much money you should invest. So that is the question here. The first thing that you need to do is look at, when you are considering an investment, is a return of the investment. What are the chances you are going to get your money back, and in what time you can expect to see profit? So let's say, because we just scroll through the search results, buying a puzzle generator as an example. How can you get a return of investment with puzzle generators? So option number one is you can publish a book with single puzzles. So just one type of puzzle, and that's the book. Now this has low chances of success. With a quick look on today's puzzle book market, it is hardly going to sell if it's not niched down properly, has a stunning cover, description, and A+ content to get the views. Option number two is you can use the puzzles as part of the mixture activity books and printables. Now this has medium chances of success, same as before regarding the quality. You need to do all this extra work to get some profit out of it. Option number three, and this is where you get some bigger chances of selling, is to sell puzzles to others over your store or online. So if your store is attractive and you know how to format the product in a way buyers are liking it, you can expect that your store is going to grow, and you can actually use the puzzle generator to create profit. And option number four would be to sell puzzles to other authors as part of their books, and this is now individual sales. So this is now custom work. So the option number three was you just upload them to your store, and whoever buys them, every single buyer gets the same mixture of puzzles. Option number four is to offer custom books, custom puzzles to each buyer, and this has high chances of success if your service profile is attractive and you know how to format the product in a way clients will be returning for more. Now for this reason, you should be extremely careful when buying puzzle generators of any kind. And if the puzzle generator, whoever is selling it, are not giving you reselling option, that is basically killing 50% chances of your return of the investment. So you need to think about that. If you cannot sell and resell puzzles that are generated with the puzzle generator, if you can only use them as a part of your book, as a part of your printables, that is effectively killing 50% of your return of the investment chances. So you need to take that into equation when you are looking how much you are paying and how much you are probably going to get. Another thing that you are usually going to invest is courses. So how can you get a return of the investment in courses? A lot of fuss is made about the YouTube gurus courses and how that is their main source of income, and they are no longer making any sales with KDP books at all. And should you buy their courses? It depends on the course, and it depends also on your ability to do the research. Not all courses are good, and in most cases, you are not buying the knowledge. The knowledge is available for free on internet. I'm guaranteeing you, every single thing that you hear, see, or get in any of the courses probably is available for free on internet. What you are actually paying for, when you buy a course, someone's course, is that collection of knowledge he or she gathered and placed in one place for you. So you don't have to search 3 hours for how to make keywords. You don't have to search for 4 hours how to make a good ad, how to use advertisement tool on Amazon. You don't have to spend 4 hours how to make a children's book, or how to make children's book cover, or how to use Canva or stuff like that. All of this is available on internet, but in order for you to get that, in order for you to discover that, you need to spend time researching. So if you don't like researching, then you have to pay to somebody else who already did the job and compile that into a course. And in most cases, that is what you are paying for. You are not paying for something like, oh, I'm going to do this course and I'm going to make a book using this course and I'm going to be a billionaire. The only thing that you bought is the saving of the time. You could do this research for 2 weeks, make the book, and still have no sales. Or you could take the course for 2 days, make the book, and on the day 3 or 4, you have no sales. So that means now on the day 4, you know that the KDP is not working for you, and you can move on the 5th day, you can move on to something else. If you are doing research, it will take you a month to make a research. After a month, you will discover KDP is not for you, and basically you wasted a month. So that is something to consider when you are thinking about getting a course or not. And also the price point. So everything has its weight. Are you willing to invest in order to save time? And how much is your time worth? That's the entire question. So please be careful when you are buying courses. And another thing I want to mention, a lot of times you see some additions to the course that look very appealing, but they are scams. So if somebody is offering you Canva, Creative Fabrica, and similar login info, so if you buy their course, they're going to give you an account info that you can use to log in and use the pro features, for example in Canva, or download everything from Creative Fabrica. That is a scam. That is a scam. Canva Pro users can only add 5 people to their team, and the price for that is $120 a month. So 5 people, $120 a month, split in 5 ways. That is something that you can do. That is legal. But Creative Fabrica accounts cannot be shared. You need to be able to present you have valid license or subscription if someone like Etsy or KDP Amazon asks you to provide evidence that you have proper licenses to use this file. If you used somebody else's account info on Creative Fabrica, they're not going to be able to match the email on the license and the email that you used on Amazon and on Creative Fabrica, and therefore you are risking your account. Now, is this important? So let's say you do this because it's cheaper, it's faster, and it's going to make you profit much faster than following the rules. Let's say you do this and you lose your account. Is it over? Of course not. You can take your grandma, whoever is alive from your relatives, and you can make accounts on their name. That's wrong. But that is what people are doing. So when I say you cannot make a new account, I'm talking to people who are honest. I'm talking to people who are not going to cheat the system. But the problem is the person who is not going to cheat the system, in most cases, they're not going to lose their account because they're not doing anything that will risk their account. So just be open to the fact. If you are an honest person, be open to the fact that the person you are talking to that is selling you something, selling you that he has sales and it's giving you all these numbers, it could be real, or it could be it is his grandma publishing books. But it's all him. So when you have 6 accounts and you have 6 computers and you are selling 30,000 books per day, or making 30,000 books a day, of course, at the end of the month, you're going to have $1,000. If you publish 30,000 books and you don't have at least $500, then something is obviously wrong with your system. And that's that part. It was a long part, sorry. So now we can skip to the next part. Next part is my first maze generator story. I love mazes. I love to create them. I love to discover them. I love everything about puzzles. I am the first person in my country that owns and that has sold Petamings. The name of this channel before I changed and rebrand everything was Croatian Petamings. Petamings is a special kind of Rubik cube. And what I do is when I see an interesting maze, I look, is there a generator for it? And what I did 3 months ago is I discovered an interesting maze code on GitHub. I'm going to show you how that looks like. So on GitHub, I searched and searched and searched, and I discovered this maze code. It's in Python. So that is one of the first programming languages people are learning when they want to learn how to code. So it is the easiest language to understand. And that is why it was very easy for me to, at the beginning, and then later on, as I dig deeper, I realized I know nothing and I had to ask Luke to help me. But this is the code I found out. I've seen the mazes and I love them. At the beginning, it had only these two versions, so the curvy versions. And I contacted the developer and asked him what are the rules, because in most cases when you open a code, you're going to have this list here, and one of these documents is going to be license. So once you find a code that is interesting, the first thing that you need to check is the license. When I found this maze, this document was not here, so I contacted Dale. And I want to also emphasize, in 99% of time, people that upload their code here on GitHub, they are publishing it as an open source, meaning you can do whatever you want with the code. And also, you should avoid, if it's possible, contacting the developer and asking them, treating them as their customer support. Can you do this? Can you do that? Can you fix this? Can you fix this? No. The reason why you should avoid this is because a huge number of people here are not using Windows or Mac, so they're not using your operating system. The codes are working perfectly on their computer and on the system they are using, probably Linux. Now, if the code is not working for you on Windows, that is not their problem. That is not their problem. And if you find a code that is interesting and you do not know how to code, then you can do the same thing I did 3 months ago before I started to learn coding. I actually hired somebody on Fiverr to try to fix this code for me. So the two things that I look for when I'm looking at the code is, can it be modified so I can change the colors? So that's the option number one. In this case, the original code has a red color. I wanted to have option to change this into a grayscale. So that was question number one. And question number two was, can I figure out the way how to make batch exports? At the moment, this code can only give you one maze at a time. So you can use this free code here, and you need to install Python and stuff like that if you want to do that. And the code will give you, and it has all the help section here to guide you, just the same as I did. You can spend a couple of days researching this and figure out how to get mazes for free. Now, how to get batch exports. So when I click enter, it actually produces 10, 1000, 3000, or however I want, how much I want mazes. So that's the two things for KDP that you need to look for: ability to change the color and ability to batch export. So when I contacted Dale and I asked him about the code and what are the restrictions of the code, he said two very important things. He said I can use the code however I want, not the mazes, code. I can use the code however I want. He also provided solutions. So before I asked, there was no option to export solutions. There were only mazes. So he added solutions, and he also added the squared version. So before I asked him, it was only this version. He added the second version, the squared version. And if we go to the license, you will see that the license he said here is, permission is granted free of charge to any person obtaining a copy of this code software to copy, modify, merge, publish, distribute, sublicense, sell copies of the software, and everything else. So you can do everything you want with this code, giving that, of course, you don't sue the Dale for the code. So everything that you do, it's your own fault, it's your own responsibility. There is nothing that can come back to him when you are using this code, and that is what it says here. He's not liable, and he doesn't give you any warranty if you are using the code. You can use it commercially, you can modify it, you can distribute it, and you can also use it privately. So all of this is in license agreement here. Now, what happened is, for the past 3 months I was playing with this code, trying to figure out, and last week finally I had a working, well, I call that a working solution, and then I sent the working solution that I had that produces mazes in batch, and you can also pick select color, and I sent that to Luke, and then Luke in 30 minutes gave me something extraordinary, and that extraordinary is my first maze generator, and you can buy it on Gumroad. The price is 10 United States dollars. It can create weave mazes. Weave mazes means that you have these loops going over and under each other, and it can produce mazes in curved and straight style. So the both styles you see here, so curved and straight style. You cannot select the start and end point, so that is fixed, and you cannot create shaped mazes, so you can only create a rectangle, so you can pick the height and the width. So those are the restrictions of my maze generator, and that's why the price is only $10. I also added 30,000 mazes in SVG file format, so you are ready to make your own unique concept with the mazes. So for $10 you're not only getting the maze generator, you are also getting 30,000 mazes already exported, in case it just so happens that you don't like the generator itself, you are getting the mazes as well. Now, how can you make income by using codes from GitHub? You can do the same thing I did. You can now add functions to this code by upgrading it. So you can upgrade it further by adding the ability to set start and end point. You can have ability to have random start and end point. You can add masking options and shape mazes. If you are good at coding, or willing to learn, or willing to invest, so you can actually hire someone on Fiverr or Upwork to help you with the code, you can actually create something that you can sell to others. I'm also going to show you, let me see, can I find it? Sudoku. I discovered this. Let's see, am I going to find it? Sudoku. I discovered Sudoku code. Let's do it like this. Sudoku solver. Okay, I believe it was 4x4. 4x4. I believe that's going to do the trick. Sudoku 4x4. Come on. And this is what I said about research. I'm going to share the link of everything I mentioned here down below in description. 4x4. Let's go 6x6. Let's add 6x6, because I discovered a code that can generate all kinds of Sudoku puzzles. And this is now perfect that I cannot find it. I cannot find the code. So 6 by 6, 6 by 6. Okay, I'm not going to find it. I don't want to waste your time, but I discovered, I'm going to, the actual one, I'm going to link down below in description, and I'm also going to have a screenshot when I edit this video. I'm going to give you a screenshot of the code, but I discovered, and you see it's not an easy, you see, I literally discovered it yesterday and now I cannot find it anymore. So it's not an easy task. It's just, you just randomly get it. And also I want to warn you, if you discover something, save the link immediately, that very instant, click on save, because once you lose it, you will never find it. Literally, I know the name was 6 by 4 by 4, 6 by 6, 7 by 7. I know that was the name of this code, and as you can see now, it's not giving me that code in results. And this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. So you see, it is, if you don't know how to look and you don't know what you're looking for, it is, even I know the name of the code and it's not giving me up in the search results. So it is a task to find the code that is good, but once you find it, save it, and you can work with it, or you can hire somebody to work it for you. Now, it will take you 10 to 30 days, maybe longer, but once you have it and it starts selling, you have investment. You invested your time, or in case you find a code and you hired somebody, you invested your money. And after that, after you return that investment cost, after the or whatever you create, so software, or you start selling the exported puzzles using the code, everything after that is profit. So in my case, yesterday was official launch, or 2 days ago was official launch date of my maze generator. I published it on Gumroad. I had 31 sales. As I'm recording this video, I had 31 sales. Maybe by the time I'm editing this video, there were more sales, but I made over $300. And yes, I could take the easy route by hiring somebody immediately, but I also wanted to learn. So I'm not going to say that the 3 months I spent learning Python and trying to figure out what is what number is what, is a wasted time, and I have to somehow recover the money lost in that time, because I learned something. I have now that experience. If I see the code here is in Python, I can jump around and make 3 circles, because that means I can actually understand what is going to be inside the code. And at the end of the day, I can also ask Luke, because if I look at something for 7 days and I resolve it, the Luke is going to see it in 2 seconds and resolve it. So that's also funny thing to watch how his brain works. We all, if you are members of the Luke's puzzle group, I believe we need to start some kind of Kickstarter, so we get a clone of him. We need to clone Luke as soon as possible. That is what we all need. And the next subject is my discovery. Yes, I talked about this a lot on my Facebook group and in Luke Bau's Facebook group. I discovered something and I asked people, what should I do? Should I share it, or should I use it for myself and then share it, or should I just keep it for myself? And majority voted that I use it for myself first and then I should share it. Now, I talked with the developer of this software, and I will be recording tutorials on how to use this software, how to change and adjust settings, what each setting is doing to the system. And I know this is going to sound very strange, but it is going to be a series of 300 videos. Yes, you heard that right. 300 videos minimum. And that is what I'm doing right now. I'm not even using the tool to make profit for me. I'm making tutorial videos for you. So once everything is ready, I cannot publish the videos as I make them, because of the problem that happened last time I shared the software. Last time when I shared a software and I emphasized that You're not supposed to contact developer to fix the program for KDP because the program was not meant for KDP. And also, if you are trying to steal the program and buy it, steal it, and then ask for a refund, that also happened before. I'm trying to avoid that as much as I can, and what I agreed to do is to make tutorial for this software to minimize the pressure onto this developer. So if person that is coming from KDP wants to buy that software and use that software, they will have everything that they need for KDP by me on my YouTube channel, this channel. So I'm making 300 videos. I believe that alone tells you how big program is, and that is what I'm doing now. And once everything is ready, once all 300 videos are ready, I will publish it. It takes me 1 day to make 3 to 6 videos, so don't expect anything in next 30 to 50 days, but I will do my best. And that is what I'm trying to, that is what I'm pushing at, that everything comes out before the Q4, before you need to start making your Q4 books. That is my goal. And I'm going to do literally everything I can that all the videos are ready for you, that you can discover this tool, use this tool, and make great quality books for Q4. That's the plan. And I'm under so much pressure because I need to satisfy two parties. I need to satisfy you, the KDP side of the thing, because I want to give you this tool. I want to give you this affordable tool. I want to give you the link and share you this tool with you and share how you can use it. And I also have the developer that I'm trying to make. I'm trying to avoid the problems he's going to have once all this huge mass of KDP people comes on his site and sees his code. So that is the plan. And honestly, I cannot wait to share this with you. And I decided it will first be rolled out to my Gumroad followers. At the moment, I have only 17 followers on Gumroad, so it is a tight community. So if you add me on Gumroad, if you want to do that, I'm not asking you, I'm not pushing you, it's completely your choice. I'm not saying that I'm going to, besides this info, I'm not saying that I'm going to share some huge things in the future unless I actually discover them. But if you want to hear more about this when the time comes, you will be the first to know. So my Gumroad followers, and I said at the moment there are 17, and you know who you are. So everybody who clicked to follow me, you know who you are. You will be first one to notified, and I'm just going to ask you to give me your feedback, and once I get your feedback, we're going to share it with the rest of the world. And now the last subject I'm going to cover in this video. I know it's a long video, but that's why you have a giveaway. Don't forget, you can win something. Next mazes that I will upload to my Creative Fabrica store are bridge mazes. They have bridges where you can go over the bridge in a straight open line, and under the bridge you have straight version and hexagon version. If you are interested in a maze generator for these types of mazes, let me know down below in the comments, because I'm actually working at the moment in finishing the generator for this maze. So if this is something you're interested, that is going to be my next product on Gumroad. And the big one, so that's not the end. I have third maze generator on the way, and this one is going to be perfect for winter and Christmas. And with some imagination, you can use it all year round. And I will be sharing the info about this maze generator as again with my Gumroad followers. And then after Gumroad followers, I will upload them to Creative Fabrica, and I'm also going to make tutorial here on my YouTube channel. I showed the mazes to a couple of people that are in KDP longer than me, and they all loved it. They have high hopes for it, and it's going to be, they say it's going to be a great seller for Christmas. If you have any questions, if you want to know more specifics of what I did, how much time I spent and money, and how much I made so far with everything I've done. So for example, in June, I made $20 on YouTube. So that was my YouTube profit. So if you want to know about those things, I keep detailed record of everything. Ask me down below in the comments, and until next video, I shall see you down below in the comments. Bye everybody. Take care.